I'm holding a dog because I'm very excited about Gremlins. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy December 18th, and welcome to your horror advent calendar. Yesterday we talked about the gorgeous We Are Still Here, but let's see what we have in store for today, day 18. It's Gremlins, baby! Today we are talking about the Christmas classic directed by Dante and came out in 1984, Gremlins. If you are unfamiliar with Gremlins, let's read the summary on Letterboxd right now. Don't get him wet, keep him out of bright light, and never feed him after midnight. When Billy Peltzer is given a strange but adorable pet named Gizmo for Christmas, he inadvertently breaks the 3 important rules of caring for a mogwai and unleashes a horde of mischievous gremlins on a small town. Okay, so this is another horror classic that I had just never gotten around to seeing. It was a big blind spot for me, and I don't think I even really knew it was a Christmas movie. So imagine my delight when I found out it was. And you can see it's generally well regarded. It has an average rating of 3.6 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. I think I've only ever heard positive things about this movie. I can't think of any review I've ever read of someone being like, this movie sucks. You can see a lot of my friends on Letterboxd have seen this movie and it seems like they all love it. So Merry Christmas to everyone. So while Steven Spielberg did not direct this movie, Dante directed this movie, it was produced by Steven Spielberg, and it just has that feeling of those Spielberg movies I watched when I was a kid that's just so cozy and nice. Really, as soon as the title card came on screen and there was Christmas music playing, I was like, oh, I'm in. And it's really funny, in one of my notes I wrote, it feels like a classic childhood movie, and I'm like, yeah, it is, it's Gremlins. This one also just filled me with so much Christmas spirit. So if you haven't seen Gremlins, the Gremlins get introduced because Billy's father is trying to find him this super cool Christmas present, and he goes to this little market, which we're going to talk about later. But he goes to this market and finds this gremlin in a cage, and he's like, yeah, this will be a great present, and brings it home, and chaos ensues. So the Gremlins are the fucking best. They start out so cute. Like Gizmo in particular, who is our main gremlin, he is the cutest thing I've ever seen. He's so fuzzy and little, and he's always singing. And then there are the Gremlins who turn into gremlins, and they are significantly less cute. They're pretty gross, actually, but they're so funny. I love the Gremlins. They rock. And they're funny in a way like they're actively trying to make each other laugh. Like they're doing bits with each other, and they're having such a good time, and I root for the Gremlins. I really root for the Gremlins. It's just so enjoyable watching them tear up this town. And I'm getting ahead of myself talking about the festive levels on this one, but it just fills me with so much Christmas spirit. It's snowy and everyone's getting Christmas gifts and everything's all decorated. And this one I do think is sincerely a good family watch. And speaking of family, the family in this movie is just hilarious to me. The dad is this sort of like bumbling inventor, very crazy old Maurice from Beauty and the Beast. He just makes all these like Rube Goldberg-esque machines to do simple tasks, and none of them work, of course. And the mom is such a good sport, which also brings me to another thing I like about this movie, is like it's so funny and almost parody-like how chill everyone is with Gizmo when the dad brings him in. Like he opens up the gift and this creature crawls out and he's immediately like cuddling with him, and they're like, oh wow, so cute, when like this is a new species of animal creature something that you have never seen before in your life, and you're just like, wow, thanks Dad, Merry Christmas, this is cool. Like I would be a little on edge, I feel like. But Gizmo is just so cute, it makes sense he would just want to cuddle with him. So that's all a blast. Perfect Christmas family movie. I love it. I have to find some things to not like about it though, And I did, don't worry. So like I said, the dad picks up Gizmo from this odd little store that's run by a mystic Asian man. And he's got this big long beard, and I think he has a glass eye or something, but it's just very much the trope of like the strange other Asian man. I mean, luckily that's a very short-lived thing in Gremlins. It's just unfortunate that such a major plot device has to be racist and uncomfortable. But hey, that's the 80s for you, am I right? And then my other qualm is similar to one I had with Jack Frost, which is I don't understand the science stuff, or not even so much that I don't understand it, I just don't care. Like, I don't need to know the science behind the Gremlins, I just like seeing them fuck shit up. But I guess for some people, they would really want to understand like where the Gremlins came from, and why water makes them multiply, and why sunlight makes them go crazy. So, fair enough, I just don't need it. But all that being said, truly a fantastic Christmas movie. Probably one of the most Christmassy ones on this list, one of the ones that fills me with the most Christmas spirit. I'm so glad I checked it out. I definitely will be watching it every Christmas now. Is Gremlins one of your Christmas traditions? Let me know. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I will see you tomorrow.